guys, welcome to my channel. Guys, so like I normally say, I say there is nobody whose hand is involved in what is delaying the coming of Biafra, as in to say, whose hand is involved in what is happening to the Biafran leaders that will go scot-free. All right, finally, Alexander Stubb has involved himself, has gotten himself into troubles because of Simon Ekpa. All right, so sometimes like everybody wants money. Yes, we understand everybody wants money, but there are some category of people you would allow to influence you with their own wealth, and that is where your own problem, or that is just the beginning of your own problem. I'm going to let you guys to listen to a particular video update, and we'll be right back. Please take your time and listen to this video.
From Finland recently, where we see the Finland government attacking the ambassador to Nigeria, Selila Sana. In Nigeria, ambassador that feel that he has compromised, and of course the parliament are also warming up to see whether Alexander Stubb is going to face impeachment. There's so much storm gathering in Finland now. Massive protest is going on in Finland territory. As I'm talking to you now, the pro-Biafran government in Israel are saying that enough is enough. Finland has not been able to come out and say that this is exactly what they are doing about Simon Ekpa. Unfortunately, it has thrown Assuron into darkness, So they were even saying that who is the brain, who is pioneering the reported media statement that said that Finland court has already charged Simon Ekpa of incitement. And they are coming out to say such story is never true and has never come from Finland. And I don't know why they are trying to do a U-turn, 360 degrees U-turn. Now I'm talking about Selina Sana, the ambassador of Finland in Nigeria. I'm talking about the Finnish government too, under Alexander Stubb. That is massive, unrest within the government space, especially the Finnish parliament are threatening because there's so much pressure from the EU, from the UN, who are stating clearly that Mazi Simon Ekpa never violated any international law. That what he's saying is within the ambit of the law. Then how come that it's no longer in the public space anymore? And the struggle and the damage and the image of Finland and Norway is at stake. And another thing that was revealing is when during the course of investigation, there was a leaked video, where it was alleged or reported that we are having more Norwegian and more Finnish officials and businessmen now in Nigeria oil and gas. So this is triggering, a whole lot of unrest, question and confrontation between, Biafran government in Israel and of course Finnish government and of course the EU nations. They want to know actually what is actually happening. Why would they be silencing, somebody who is seeking for the defense of his own people while his own people are being killed? The same thing happened to Finland. They liberated themselves from Russia. Then why is Alexander Stubb pretending because they want to give you crude oil and you want to use it to destroy what Finland stood for as one of the first-class fundamental human rights country in the world? It's a big embarrassment now, and we are seeing the revelation spreading everywhere. Simon Ekpa, from what we had from the understanding, is already in good spirit. The lawyer in Gumerus is already in good spirit. Everybody is in good spirit. There's a network of, in fact, as I'm talking to you now, Biafran matter is in 7 EU countries for the first time in the history of the world. In the court of EU countries now, Biafran matter is there, not only in Finland. So what I want to tell you that We are not. I wonder. I was not wonder, but I saw the joy, the celebration that was going on, and with a lot of credit being given to Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, who Trump has just appointed his childhood friend into his cabinet about 2 days or 3 days ago. He was jubilant and he was telling everybody, that very soon it is going to be a beautiful story for Biafrans all over the world, for 85 million Biafrans all over the world, and Simon Ekpa is going to be hard, very soon because everything is being worked out. Finland government is collapsing, and it looks like Simon Ekpa is also trying to, rise against, his fundamental right, to enforce his fundamental right on the Finnish government. We saw the AGF said no extradition. All of a sudden, we are saying Finland court has charged him to court. The same Finland government is coming out to say, deny, there was nothing like that, and we cannot be seen. We cannot afford to go to against human rights law, international law that governs our self-determination. People keep on wondering, in the absence of Simon Ekpa, people are still dying in the eastern part of the country, but what we're seeing now that there are some states that has not been able, that has not collapsed under Fulani herdsmen invasion, is now being invaded by the Fulanis. And the southern governors, nobody is talking, and the Nigerian military said, go and defend yourself. And we saw the military crying. We saw everything happening. They are tired, everybody are tired. Then my question is that, does Finnish government, Alexander Stubb, do you have report? Are you monitoring development in Nigeria? This is a Biafran Finland citizen. Are you monitoring the reason why Simon Ekpa do what he does? He has not been able to use arm against anybody. He has not done anything. He is not carrying arm. He is not a member of any terrorist organization. Then the same people that refuse to surrender oil well since 1960 to date are the ones holding Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and still want to target Simon Ekpa at the end of the day. And since 1960 till now, they have not been able to unleash or relegate or even forget the oil well. Or no government, subsequent government is afraid of the Fulanis in Nigeria. Yeah, and that's why they are not able to collect even one oil license from them. And you are in partner. I want to call Bola Ahmed Tinubu attention to this, honestly. As a South, I don't know whether you're among them, that's not my business, but I want to tell you that, Nigerians, Igbos are dying on daily basis under your word. And people who are standing up, I thank God that whatever happens, if Igbo is going to keep silent, I'll watch these people, because his brother is the president and he's not saying anything at this point in time. People are watching too, how you are going to become brave, how brave you are at the end of the day to confront the wickedness in disguise. But that is what Simon Ekpa is, and that is what he represents. He's the prime minister of Biafra, de facto Biafran in exile, and I'm saying it loud and clear, injustice, marginalization, which has also been acknowledged by the Nigerian government, even though they are pretending about it, because our system, our government is not run by people who are not supposed to. Also, they are being influenced by the Fulani, the emirs or whatever, who are already owning the larger chunk of crude oil wealth in that, and they are using it as a result of money to intimidate politically and push the Fulanization and Islamic agenda down to the eastern part of the country. These are the symbols of resistance. And Alexander, Stubb, you are watching them. Let me tell you, Alexander, you only rule Finland for some time and get out. Remember that posterity will judge you. What if it is true you are not protecting Mazen Simon Ekpa at the end of the day? Then there will be questions, because a lot of people are rising. Let me give you an instance. Alexander Stubb and other people who are against the self-determination move. Of course, thank God that we have somebody like Ibrahim Traore, whom people can reference at this point in time. Pan-Africa Associate Forum, is one of the, just like Amnesty International. Even the Amnesty International are liars. They are liars. Are they not seeing people dying? What are they reporting? You are only interested in whether they are being paid. That's why I tell you that Nigeria can never be a blessing to themselves. Look at what Amnesty International is reporting. Look at what Amnesty International is reporting. And you are seeing that Nigerians are being killed on a daily basis by these people. You cannot report it. Then you are seeing people who are harmless and have no weapon against them. Is the one you are reporting. That is why they said that the Western world hate Africans, and it's the Africans themselves that refuse to use their brain. As simple as that. What is the justification of what Finnish government is trying to do because of crude oil? And you want to sentence your own citizens to death so that you balance? Well, I saw the picture very clearly at Vatican when Macron and Alexander Stubb meet, and I wonder what they are discussing. Before then, Nigerian government met with Alexander Stubb behind closed doors. We know what happened. We know the deal that is going on. All of a sudden, we are seeing Norway and Finland in the oil and gas industry. And that is what they want to achieve, because that is what the Finlandese control, and that is what they use against other people. And we are saying no to that. See, that's why I look at some people from Niger Delta. I look at them. I say, well, a time will come when things will be defined properly. Imo State have the largest gas deposit in the world. Imo State alone, in the whole world. They have been enjoying the so-called crude oil. Is Niger Delta people enjoying the crude oil now? Are they enjoying it? They planted this hatred up and down, and you can see the destruction that is going on the ground. And the only thing they can do is to call us and ask us to secure their pipeline, so that we will watch as crude oil, that we're going to watch as we will supervise our own destiny. That is absolutely rubbish, and that is what the likes of Martin Namikano, the likes of Simon Ekpa is talking about. When will that stop? And that is the reason why people are questioning. But African Associate Forum, it's just like Amnesty International. They are questioning. They have taken the matter to 5 EU countries now. So Biafra is in every court in the EU now, and it's a big kudos to Dr. Ngozi Arabese, and it is a big kudos to people. It's not even a Nigerian. The chairman of that Pan-Africa is not even a Nigerian, but he has observed it over the time and discovered that this is pure injustice, and people, the world, Africa and the world, need to rise against it.
Thank you.
So on that note, I don't know how many minutes it is, but let me say very clearly now, if I can be able to proceed to 14-15 minutes.
Use 10 minutes.
Okay.
11 minutes.
Oh, okay. So to just round up, the fact still remains that there is uncertainty over Simon Ekpa and the Finnish government, and that will take us on another edition where we will continue to invade and begin to discover, what is happening in Finland. The Finnish government, we have Biafrans there, we have Igbos in Finland, and we have Igbos in Scandinavian countries, nomadic nations, Denmark, Norway, and all the Sweden and all the countries. We have them here, and they are coming together now, and that's why we are experiencing mass pressure on Finnish government to do the needful. And what is the needful? Even though they have come to deny, there was no incitement at all. So we want to see them open trial, if they can, on Simon Ekpa. Then let us see what is going to happen. But the issue of extradition back to Nigeria has been ruled out. Thank you.
The first Biafra Washington Embassy. Some persons are of the view that what has Dr. Ngozi Arabese done to the history and to the struggle. Now she's bringing what she has done, that Donald Trump is set to commission this embassy. And then we've seen some persons come out to say that embassy is just a jamboree. Such thing will never come into reality. Such thing will never come into existence. But the truth of the matter is that these people, are they not tired of the Fulani killings in Nigeria? Are they not tired? Just of recent, some days ago, the Fulani invaded Plateau State and killed over 16 people. Plateau State is now a mine zone whereby the Fulani can easily perpetrate their acts. And now nobody, even the government, is not coming out to condemn this killing. We don't know if the government, indirectly or directly, they are the ones sponsoring this killing. And now we've seen someone who has taken over this freedom, this agitator, all to ourselves to make it a reality. And yet, some persons are still coming out to condemn this woman, saying that this woman cannot She cannot lead the Biafra struggle. Then tell me, who is then fit to lead the struggle? Now that Mazi Simon Ekpa has been given some restrictions of social media, and now we've seen someone who has come out of our own free will to lead this struggle. And some Igbo leaders are saying that will not become a reality. What does the Ohaneze Indigo really want? What does the Igbo's elders who have been bribed by this government, what do they really want? They want everybody in the entire race to be wiped out so that nobody can come out and speak about the illegal mines in the southeast, where we've seen some identified persons being killed on a daily basis. And now nobody is coming out to condemn the killing. And yet Dr. Ngozi Odabuezi is making moves. And yet we've seen leaders, the Igbo leaders, coming out to condemn that move. The truth of the matter is, the enemy of a man is within his household. And we've seen that those who are against the Biafra struggles are not even outsiders. They are mostly people, even from the Igbo race. When Dr. Ngozi Odabuezi announced that they are set to commission the Washington DC Biafran embassy, and that it will be done by the US President Donald J. Trump. We've seen Bianca Ojukwu tweet saying it is a lie from the pit of hell. Why don't you wait until that becomes a reality? Why can't you wait until it becomes a reality? The same people that was being used to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi all the way from Kenya, the same people that was being used to orchestrate the illegal arrest of Mazi Simon Ekpa. And now we've seen a woman championing this case, this cause for referendum. And those who were supposed to champion this cause for referendum have even sold out in the freedom. They've sold out. One is the Igbo have sold out. Southeastern governors have sold out, despite the killings in their domain, despite what is happening in their domain. Nobody is coming out to confront the government and tell them enough is enough. What we have today is people who are only after their own tummy.
All right, guys. So in the next video, it's an update of Simon Ekpa. All right. So it's not a new update. This is just to refresh the memory of Biafrans. When Simon Ekpa said, there are certain things Simon Ekpa did before that even till today, it's still like raising alarm. A lot of people never believed that Ngozi Odabuezi is going to be the piloter of this vision. All right. So, but then it has been said and it has been done. Let's see that particular update. And just after this particular update, there are some group of women that has been, captured by some of the Fulani herdsmen. But by the grace of God, some of the, village or community securities caught up with those, and they are able to rescue those people from Igbo land. All right. So this is what is currently going on. That's why everyone needs to be very, very careful how they go, what they go about, and where they go to. All right. So let's go straight into this update.
Thank you so much, Priya. Thank you so much. And thank you to the Currency Department. On that note, we go to the next agenda we have a meeting today. We have the announcement of the Committee for Bridge Restructure, Ferry and Post Declaration by our Prime Minister. Here.
All right, thank you very much, the COS. Today, as we get closer to the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, we are making sure that we are hitting the ground running, putting every mechanism in place. And of course, as that is happening, we put a necessary structure that is not yet in place. The declaration of Biafra in Finland will spark international discussion. The international discussion is going to spark is the one that will shake the entire world. So, Odeshi has been activated. So we can stand shaking. I tell you the fact, Odeshi has been activated. Because the discussion, like the police told me here, Simon, do you know that this is going to spark a very big international discussion? I say that is exactly what I'm looking for. If it didn't happen, it means we didn't do it right. They went ahead to ask me, do you know that the president is going to make? I said, that is what I'm looking for. Anyway, let us continue. So, on this note, I will be announcing a committee for the structure of the Biafra government after declaration. And everyone who have worked with me from the beginning till now will know how I work. I work in a very mysterious way. I can have different group of people working on the same project and they don't know each other. And nobody knows that somebody else is working on the same project. I don't know whether, some of you may have known that.
Yes.
So that's how I do my own things. So, but on this note, I will be announcing a new committee that will be working on the structure of government. And the person to head this committee will be Dr. Dorothy. Dorothy, are you here? Dorothy. Anthony?
Unmute yourself.
Dorothy, Anthony, if you are here, can you unmute yourself and say, yes, I am here?
Oh, hold on one second. I think unmute. Okay, go ahead and unmute now. You can unmute now.
Yes.
All right, Dorothy, you are going to head the committee for the Brigade structure that will take place immediately after the declaration in Finland. Do you have any problem heading this committee?
No, Prime Minister, His Excellency.
All right. In addition to Dorothy, members of this committee will be Paul Adinam. Paul Adinam, are you here?
Yes,
Paul?
Yes, I'm right here, sir.
Honorable Paul, you are going to be part of the committee that will work on the structure of the brigade. Do you have any problem being part of this committee?
No, PM. No, sir.
Do you have any problem working under Dorothy?
No, absolutely not. No, sir.
Thank you very much. The next person in this committee will be Honorable Uche, European Rep. Honorable Uche, are you here? Honorable Uche, are you here? If you are here, can you unmute yourself? If you cannot unmute yourself, raise your hand so we know, so they can ask you to unmute. Honorable Uche, are you here?
Honorable Uche, Maaz Uche, I can see him. Unmute yourself, Uche. He's muted. Maaz Uche, unmute yourself.
Maybe he's not close to the system, so somebody can beep him. Can somebody get to him, please?
Okay, let me try. Let's see. He earlier said that he might be busy at work. So,
Okay, all right.
yeah,
If he's at work, then that's understandable. So, Uche, And then the next person will be Honorable Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, the COS. Do you have a problem being part of this committee?
No, Your Excellency.
Do you have any problem working under Dorothy?
No, Your Excellency.
All right. So these names that have been mentioned now will be working on the brigade structure, and they will be presented to the government on the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra. I wish you all good luck. I don't want to settle fight.
I have body more young. Calm down. At least more than about 10 miles away inside bush. You have security of Pupu. So when you people have commander of Pupu. Madam, I have organ.
Mrs. Alice Sora is a lender.
From where?
From Ngopala, London.
Now I got organ.
Sonia Ellen.
Okay. Okay. That's what. Bros, go on.
Prince Francis.
I know na road there. Promise very good sign child the bandra and other things. I know na check it with it check. Come no funny because on your cage I just to discharge her from hospital. So I know the I want the cannot chani more help. Promise her and the onion I know just some can win the canon and multi hand I am maybe hash. Do we brave Kashimi. Yeah. High man hana promise her papa anymore with one other woman. Massacre lazy and no na moto. Hakok I'm also hababu. Mabelala, I don't want home na moto. Now she will have phone, honey, henny. Ma surrender. Come hang on, Corona no more. Miss Ronia, how would it hang? You more him I pray today. Azumni na kula. Had you want any the carrot? When I come now, how come Hamama come to here? How come guy maybe I should know. I had my before all my life.
Our Sunday and was Sunday book on Dowsa.
On Dowsa.
Everybody is moving in my own security of gallant men.
Yes.
On the everybody is moving in my own. So,
my second God,
the woman they kidnapped with woman. So after 1 hour, I picked them there for behind Moya. They buy a mega meeting with the information of ya and move by more had the school mother on Monday.
Behind on Moya. Behind on Moya. One wine I drum Simon. Any hitchinaka here. What's it, Jim Rosary? Yes, in Wapate. You are one of them. See if I pray this sin again, saying go shoot me here. If I pray again, saying go shoot me. Ma continue. Maybe any moving. One night they are supposed to Michael, I was a Raphael, I want to see Chineke. They want.
I don't know what's that. To pass off the this is a little pass off Tabalano.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, I kill and bury. The Yahoo pilot. Let's go here. Thank you. I am